Hi everyone, it's Athena. Welcome back. Okay, it's Tuesday, June 4th, 2019. And let me see here. I'm feeling, what am I feeling? I'm hearing the word purpose, devotion, intention. So, as I start shuffling, I believe that the universe is asking, what are you devoted to? Is that devotion a purposeful devotion, a cause, a fundraiser? Are you involved in and devoted to a cause? That's what I believe. And however small that devotion, that cause is, and what do you devote, I'm also hearing, what do you devote your time to? Like, have you ever written down, you know how sometimes at jobs, they ask you to write down exactly when usually when they're getting ready to, to get rid of people. They ask you, okay, on a daily basis, write down everything you do, this is what I do here at this time, and this time I do this. So it might be a good suggestion to write down. You don't have to, but sometimes when it's on paper, it's really good to see, like, wow, I can't believe that I spent 7 hours of my day. Come on. 7 hours of my day on social media. Okay. That's when things really get out of hand. All right. So are you devoted to, like, the internet? Because that's not good. I can tell you right now. Okay. It is sabotaging your mind, body, and spirit, if that's what you do. Just saying. We're not going to get into that. But I can tell you that if that is the case, the reason why we're all being asked today to, take a minute, take a minute and sit down with yourself and say, wow, you know what? I wonder, you can look on your phone and see how much time that you devote to different, like there are apps that do that. Or just look at the time that you spend on the internet, IG and Facebook and Twitter. I mean, come on. It can literally change your mind, body, and spirit. So please be mindful of that. Okay, let's do it. That feels good. Tuesday, June 4th. What is the message for all to hear? This one wanted to come out first. The Knight of Coins. Beautiful. I see that ribbon. I see that victory. I feel a slow victory. Slow victory. But it's sometimes better. Two of Pentacles reversed. Slow and steady, Slow victory and making a decision with precision. Three of Coins, making a decision with precision. Working and being very precise and calculating and thinking, or not, well, it is thinking, because you're making a decision based upon your blueprint. You're putting the plans in place here. There's plans here. There's ideas here. But it's been a slower process, right? But it's slow because it's good. Not everything has to be like, okay, let's get it going. Things have to be really, you have to really be, especially when you're dealing with, the earth, when you're dealing with blueprints, when you're dealing with paperwork, when you're dealing with documents, it has to be exact, right? And if you're dealing with an earth, if you are an earth sign, you know exactly what I'm talking about, because we have to understand that earth signs look at the quality of the production, and the devotion put into something is huge. Okay? It has to be quality in order for it to grow. Okay. The Queen of Swords reversed. Okay, so now this queen makes decisions, much more quickly. But the Queen reversed, are you kidding me? So who's not telling the truth about what they're doing? Someone's keeping their plans under wrap. They're not telling people what they're doing, where they're going. Someone might be making plans behind the scenes. Yeah. Someone is not telling. Their two of coins is reversed. Someone has a plan and they're not telling it. They're making plans and they're not revealing. And the planning stages is slow. I don't know if it's the Queen of Swords who's planning, but I think she's under wraps right now and she's not talking. She's not talking at all. This is a withdrawal. Just ruminating in the planning stages. Wow. Especially for a Queen of Swords to do that. It's not easy for a Queen of Swords. It's not easy for a Queen of Swords to not be talking about how speaking her truth, right? How she feels, communicating things. If you have a Queen of Swords, which is a Aquarius, Gemini, Libra, okay? If you have a Queen of Swords who's withdrawing and not speaking to you, that's trouble. Just saying. It's beware. A wish coming true. Excess. Someone has been excessively thinking, prodding, and planning. Someone has been making these plans for a while now, and I don't know if it's to get out of a situation. It looks like it is, yeah. That's what I thought. Someone is wanting out of a marriage, of a relationship, yep, there we go. And there it is. Wanting to walk away. This is the Queen of Swords wants to walk away. This is her intentions. She is prodding and planning and being very calculating and not telling anyone. Wow. Yeah, because when you have so when you have a, okay. Did I have that right? Yes. Okay, sorry. When you have, if this is your sign, right? If you're an air sign and this is your innate ability is to communicate out into the world and you're reversed, that is trouble. It's like there is no, this person, if it's you, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, you are not telling people your plans. You are not telling people that you are walking away from something that you've been planning for a long time. You're moving slow and steady and calculating. Because the Queen of Swords, just like the King or Queen of Pentacles, is a calculating, it makes calculated decisions, but they're very slow and steady. So this Queen knows how to work it. She may have Earth or he may have Earth in their chart. Okay? And this is a wish. This is like, oh my God, I can't wait. I can't wait for this. Because obviously there's no happiness within a foundation, a happy family here. There's instability in the home life, in your foundation. And this is about money. It could also be about money. Okay? All right, so calculating, well, if I leave this marriage, if I make this decision, then this is like calculating how much money she'll be receiving, he'll be receiving, calculating the money. Whoever walks away is making the calculated gestures, motions, very hidden, beneath the surface, literally beneath the surface, the Knight of Coins, right? Within the earth, grounded, very grounded, beneath the surface. No one is talking. She is definitely not. And someone has to be feeling it, right? When that happens. When you have a sign, when you have one of the major players in, and they're reversed, that is their innate ability. The Queen of Swords has the ability to talk and communicate very clearly, very precisely, and speaking their truth with such grace, right? This is a queen. For now, it's female, right? But this is a queen who, being in reverse, is not in her element. She's not speaking her truth. She's not speaking at all, because when she does speak, she only speaks her truth. So it's not like she's lying. There's no lying. This is not about lying. This is about, I'm not talking to you. I do not want to speak to you. I'm withdrawing myself from the situation, and I'm planning an escape. I'm planning to walk. There's been deception, and she's walking, and she's had enough. He's had enough. Okay? No gender specific. Okay. Let's see. Yep, there it is. Planting the seeds for the future. Being very patient, methodical, just like an earth sign. This Queen of Swords could be with an earth sign. I'm telling you, because this Queen of Swords has taken, or you could have earth in your chart. If you're you could be an Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, yeah, with Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus as predominantly in your chart, okay? So, because this Queen of Swords knows how to be calculating and how to patiently wait for things to be she will unveil this when the time is ready. Right now, the solar plexus, which is the third chakra, is about anxiety, being powerless. Maybe this is an injustice that has happened to her. Just saying, that's the card. Okay? There is definitely some injustice, and someone feels like we can't make a decision. We want out. We want out. We are planning to get out. We want out. It's taking forever. There's an injustice here, that there's anxiety, feeling powerless, which is for all signs. If you're reversed, you feel powerless. And you're not talking about it, probably to anyone. Because the Queen, like I said, doesn't lie. So if there's unhappiness with the Queen of Swords, she won't talk about it. She'll withdraw her, well, there's no emotions here except for the wish of it to happen. Unhappy in a home, unhappy in home life, not being fulfilled, and could be over excessively drinking, right? A lot of alcohol. Okay, there you go. Where do I go? What do I do? I'm making my plans without you. I don't know. She must stand her ground. She knows that her life depends on it. Her life of happiness. That's important. Her happiness depends on it. She must speak her truth. She's not speaking it all because she is probably also a little fatigued. And, she's very withdrawn. I'm telling you, you have to beware when a Queen of Swords isn't talking. You know something's wrong. She has hopes. She doesn't want to make the wrong move because this person has invested a lot of time into a marriage, into a job, into something that, it's a home life. It is. It's an investment that if you choose to walk, it is going to be about your home life. I think it's been like, I'm not happy and I'm not happy at home. There's no love. There's too much drinking. And I want out, but I don't want to make the wrong move. I have hopes that I'll be guided properly in the right, I'll be guided, not properly. That's what kind of word is that? And here's who's in charge. This person is not in charge. This person is in charge. Okay? That's why this Queen of Swords is reversed. Because here's who's in charge. Large and in charge. There we go. 5th chakra. No speaking. No talking. He's not talking either. So there's a couple here that's not even talking to one another. Oh my God. This is codependent on money. I just heard it. This marriage is based upon a codependency of financial stability. And that's it. There's no love here. There's no love on the board. Oh my gosh. Sex, drugs, and rock and roll. Our stability. Our security. Depression. Fear. Huge fear. Family, home. That's exactly what's going on. We have a situation whereby a couple who at one time there was a lot of love and happiness. Okay? This queen has resorted to be quiet and praying for hope. Hope that one day she can stand her ground and tell her significant other how she really feels. And she's not. He's the dominant one in this situation right here. It could be vice versa, by the way, right? As always. Okay. So there is hope that this marriage, that this relationship will not crumble. She's been planning for an escape. She has been planning in case there's an escape. One party leaves the other. There has been some planning going on. So, she's trying, or he is trying to put the ducks in a row. Right? Trying to get it together. So if something happens, financially, there was codependency. Someone was codependent on this person for money. Yep. Okay. And the money will go, and that's what we don't, this Queen of Swords doesn't want this to happen. She relies on it, or this is the Emperor. So this is the Aries card. You could be dealing with an Aries. So there's no conversation. There's no speaking. This Queen of Swords is just hoping that maybe, the gravy train. Oh gosh, I'm hearing the gravy train won't leave, And it happens, you know, come on, guys, it happens. How many people, how many marriages stay together just because of the money? Come on. Someone needs to free themselves of this craziness, because there's no talking and there's clearly no love here. No love, just a lot of drinking. An excess of addiction, of drinking. It's not addiction. Well, it is addiction, but you know what I mean. It's only drinking. And, you know, someone's really not happy. But then again, for a Queen of Swords to withdraw and not speak, you know, that's not good. Because you don't know what's going on. When the Queen speaks, she speaks her truth, but no one's talking. You know, look at his body language. Very closed off, right? Very closed off. Hands covered. Yeah, come at me, I dare you. That's what he's saying. Come at me, I dare you. Say something, I dare you. So it's like, right? The standoff. Wow. That's heavy for a Tuesday. That's heavy for a Tuesday, guys. Where's the love? All right, the wheel's going to turn. Oh, hallelujah. All right, the wheel's going to turn and change things around. And it is positive, because the wheel's saying, yes, things are positively changing, turning, moving. Okay? Hallelujah. Someone is going to heal their heart. Maybe the hope that this Queen of Swords and the Emperor trying to make things work for, I don't know, is it for love? I don't know, but Archangel Michael comes in and says, hey, they can do it. The Queen of Swords can do it. This is what it is. This is the sword. Archangel Michael has the sword of truth. And that's why the Archangel Michael is about protection. Because Archangel Michael uses the sword for anyone who comes at the person or people they are protecting. At this moment in time, the Queen of Swords, so know, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, if this is you, know that you are being protected by the angelic realm. The Archangel Michael is protecting you. So don't be afraid to use your voice. Communicate your truth so that you can have this positive change and you can heal your heart now. Just speak your truth. Don't be shy. Don't be scared of what that Emperor may or may not do, because you're protected. There's hope. There's hope in this situation. There's hope. And there's healing. I want to pick another card. And this will purify your heart. This will calm the waters. This will make things better. This will right the wrongs. This coming out and speaking is going to help you. She's scared. She's scared to talk. She doesn't want to hurt. She doesn't want to I think that the Queen of Swords is scared to speak, because if she speaks, you know, this guy is ready for it. You know what I mean? Always on the defense, you know, sarcasm, defensive, very closed off, closed-minded, right? So that's what puts a Queen of Swords in a very, you know, in a serious predicament where you're not speaking. Because if the Queen of Swords were to turn around and speak, she may say something that this, whoever this is, would not really be liking. Yeah? So instead, she is taking a very passive-aggressive approach to the situation with hopes that it will change kind of by itself. So this Queen of Swords is hoping that things will change and purify themselves and heal whatever the situation is so that we can move again and be happy. Okay? All right. There's a lot of grounding here. Very much grounding in growth, healing, not growth, healing. So there has to be a place of healing. Someone has been plotting and planning for sure. I don't know if that is something that they're, someone has to speak up and before all hope is lost. I also heard that. Before all hope is lost, you have to stick up for yourself, Queen of Swords, and speak your truth. And you have devoted a long time to this situation. It's a family situation, and that will balance the scales. Don't be hard. Don't harden your heart from this, Queen of Swords. Do not harden your heart. Come out with love and get the other person's point of view. Maybe you need to see how the other person is feeling. This is someone who, let's talk about this. This authority figure who is, who puts on a show for others because that's how they feel empowered, It's all an act. Because within someone who believes they are in so much authority, there's a lot of insecurity behind this person. When you have someone who's so, dictates the rules, the power, right? Someone, and to get a Queen of Swords, to withdraw what she's really wants to say, this is a very insecure person who comes from a lot of wounds from their childhood. Really. This is a man who has had a lot of pain, especially with so much power that they want to have. They want to own it, And this queen is, obviously is going with a very passive-aggressive, hopeful way, not speaking, which really and truly the queen should speak up. But the point is, this person is very insecure and at any moment could just, erupt, and that's what this queen is trying not to do, not to have happen. So in order for that to not happen, the Queen of Swords takes, the high road and takes the road of hope and prayer and maybe some planning here. Just let's be happy, for goodness sakes. But don't harden your heart, okay? And that's for the queen. You are being protected. Okay, so it's time to speak up and speak your truth with hopes that things will pan out, which they will. Positive change. Okay, have a great day. Wow.